Okay, today I'm going to show you how to create your Halloween display by using Vixen. Normally Vixen is used for Christmas lights, turning them on and off towards the music. Kind of like the lightning controllers that I made a few years back. This is the same way. First of all, when you load up the software, I'm using version 3.5. It's a little older version, but it's probably still good for today's use. You want to go to Setup Display first, and in this you've got three columns here. You've got the elements, the patching, and the controllers. We're going to start over here with the elements. Normally elements are like, starburst, mega trees, whatever you want to control. If you've got pixel lighting, stuff like that. But for me, I'm just using on and off for Halloween lights. That's all I'm doing is basically on and off. That's it. And for that, I'm going to use the single item. And you click this plus next to it, and it asks you for a name. And I'm going to name it Tombstone. And you just keep doing it, and I'm going to make 3 of them for right now, just for sake of this video. And then you want to go to the controllers column, and you want to pick generic serial, because if you're running from your Raspberry Pi has a USB cable going to your Arduino, and that is a serial interface. You want to click the plus and just leave it as generic serial. You can name it if you wish, but I just leave it alone. Then it's going to ask you how many of these channels you have over here. I'm going to say 3. You want to click this plus sign here. Select the first one. Hold down your shift key and select the last one. You want to do that for both columns, but you want to make sure that you select the top one and then go to the bottom. Do it for both sides that you select the top and go to the bottom. Because if not, when you patch these elements, they're going to be out of order. So in other words, if you click this one tombstone, it may be channel 3, that type thing. And you can look here to make sure that you have it correctly. Or you can do all 3 and it shows you what it looks like. Okay, once you've done all that, you click OK, and then you want to go to Setup Previews. You don't have to do this, but if you want to see it, you can kind of draw it out yourself. You want to highlight this and then go to configure your preview screen, and that'll bring up this. Now they're not going to have excuse me, you're not going to have Halloween zombies, skeletons, stuff like that in here, and if you want to draw it out, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. What I normally do is I'll just click the first one, or whatever you have in here. You want to click that one, and I'm going to use just a star, for instance, and I'm going to stick it right here. And then you want to do that for each one of these elements. Okay, and if you have more, obviously, you're going to put out more, but you get the idea. You want to close that out, and then you will hit Update. You want to make sure that you check this. That will bring up that little box. You can set that off to the side for right now and select OK. Then you will go to New Sequence, and that brings up this menu here, which has your inputs, basically, of what you want to turn on and off. They will be here. You have start at the beginning, you got play, stop, pause, go to the end, loop, undo, redo. You know some of these, zooming in and out, that type of thing. You want to make your soundtrack ahead of time. That way you can come in here, click that note looking thing. And I want this one here, for instance, which is speech. And you can see the waveform that it puts it up here. And you want to left click about where you want that light to either come on before that or after. I'm saying light, but it can be anything. It can be a talking skull if you want to where you want that relay to open, and so your talking skull will be able to talk clearly without like a music background, that sort of thing. And you'll want to right click and add the effect. There's all kinds of effects in here, but for me, in doing it for Halloween, and Halloween normally all, I only use set level. There's all the other ones I don't need. And this, you can set the time on how long you want that relay to be energized or turned on, that sort of thing. I'm going to do just a little one, and then you can copy and paste it again for this channel to come on. And you can paste it over here for that channel to be on at that time. And you can highlight these if you've got a lot of them to do. You can keep pasting, kind of overlapping each other, but you get the idea. That's how you're going to do that through your whole soundtrack. Okay? And then if you push, start here, and if you push your space bar, that will be your start and stop of this playing. And if you look in this box here, it will show you those relays being energized.
I've waited an eternity, and the time is near. Come
And you
with
kind of get an idea of what it does. If you want it to go faster or slower, if you push the space bar again, like I said, it will stop. You don't necessarily have to have this. You can listen to it and just kind of know, okay, well, his mouth is moving, that sort of thing, or that light is on when this relay is open. So after you do all this, you want to go ahead and close it out. Then when you close it out, it's going to ask you to save the changes, and you can say yes. I'm just going to save it as this. I've already been messing with it, but I just override it, and it shows up down here. And that's basically how this thing works. If you have any questions, put them down there in the comments, and I will try to link the software in the description. And I want to thank the person that wanted me to do this, and I cannot remember your name, and when I do, I will flash it on the screen. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.